Well, I just watched my first movie that I uploaded using my first camera, and it made me laugh. I'm going to leave it up because y'all laugh too when you hear this. I realize that it all looks like green grass to everybody else, and you ought to be driving with me sometimes, especially this time of year. I have this weird knack for being able to recognize plants going 65 miles an hour. That means driving down a highway. If a plant is in bloom, I can recognize it. And I want to stop and look at it if I've not seen it before. And this can be very disconcerting, especially if I'm driving and we're in another part of the country that I've not been in before, and there are people behind me in traffic. If you think it makes the looky-loo tourist look tame, especially in cities. I remember when we were in San Francisco, and I had never seen jade plants bloom. Never knew they could bloom. Who knew? They're only house plants out here. And you have to baby them at that for the most part. You have to bring them in for the winter is what I'm trying to say. They're pretty hardy for the most part. But we were riding in our rental car when I saw one in bloom. I wanted to stop. I wanted to take a picture. It was a little hard. It was rush hour traffic. So I realized walking across our yard, it looked like grass. It probably looked like we needed to take Roundup to most of our yard. Not to me. Nope. Originally, I thought about taking it all out there and showing you how we could make a skin salve out of what's out there, but frost got most of everything. We'll have to wait another time. It got all my violets. It got everything. We'll have to wait for another blooming season yet. There's plenty of things to bloom. But the 65-mile-an-hour herb tour is for real. I'm a part of this secret underground society called the PLA. That's the Plant Liberation Army. And around here, where the old houses are, or the old house foundations are, well, quite frankly, it's a known fact that a stone plant grows better than any other kind of plant there is. And you never, ever, 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 ever thank anybody for a plant. It won't grow. That's a fact. So, as a member of the PLA, if you see, say, a narcissus blooming on the side of the road, and you know that the next time, I don't know how it works in your state, but in the Tennessee Department of Highways, they just come by with a Roundup truck and they spray everything, which just drives me nuts because you really aren't supposed to dig these things up. It's against the law because they're trying to conserve them. So anyway, as a member of the PLA, you just keep your handy spade, tulip picker, in my case, pine tree planter, and you dig them up. But you have to have that eye to recognize it. So anyway, I do. And I'm both fun and dangerous to drive with this time of year. Well, happy Easter. I feel more at home. If there's anybody I left out of there in the dark and don't know what happened, I accidentally deleted Miss Lollipop. And no matter what happens come Monday, if those 500 monkeys find her, well, I think I'm going to stay here because I can take a sign that maybe this is the way I was supposed to go anyway. I am who I am. And maybe by the time I talk to y'all again, Nathaniel Riley Sauls will be born. And blessings upon all of you. Let your light shine. Bye now.